So this here is a 1.9 ModuWheel. You've already seen it. We're going to fit a brass ring to it. I'm just going to run you through, guys, very quickly, or as quickly as I can, fitting the brass ring and fitting the ModuWheel, because I'm not going to lie, these are kind of difficult. If you haven't fitted them before, they are really tricky to get on, especially if you've got a bit of arthritis and sausage fingers. But I think I found the secret sauce for the best way to fit them. So that's how the ModuWheel comes apart. We'll just pop our ring in the background. These rings are about 7 grams and these are like 26, 27 grams. So that's why we're fitting a brass ring. So let's grab our tyre. So here we have the INJORA XHX pin. I'm not sure if that's cross HX. I wonder what I wonder if there's a reason for the lettering other than, of course, the pattern on the tyre is an X, a H and an X. I wonder if there's any naming stuff going on there that makes it make more sense. So that's the brass ring installed. So there are just 4 pieces to this if you include the brass beadlock ring. The first step, you can do this first or last, this doesn't matter, is to fit the 6 screws. There's already 2 in there for the centre hub. So there we go, guys, that's the 6 screws done for the centre hub. So let's just put that over the back there. So the first thing we're going to do, try to keep it nicely in the light. So I just pulled the tyre ever so slightly to allow the beadlock ring to drop in. Now I'm just, from the back, I'm just pushing the beadlock ring towards the front and ever so gently. You don't want to over pull it because you'll completely pull the tyre off the ring. So that's what you're looking for, that lip just to be level with the front. Turn it over and put it down. So we're just going to take the hex with that facing towards us and drop that into the tyre, trying not to disturb the back at all. And then we're just going to take our screwdriver and push it round until the carbon part is in a good place. So with that nicely at the back there, I'm just going to lay the beadlock ring in, making sure that you're putting the screw in perfectly aligned, and try not to move anything. And we just want to try and get 1 turn on it, and there we go, we've got it. So I'm just going to lift this up so you can see we've literally just got 1 thread in there. So now you've got that, your job now is just to work your way round like this, dropping the beadlock ring onto the wheel. There we go, yeah, and it's released it really nicely. Just easing her up onto the bead. So this is what you're looking for. You're looking for it sat nicely down on the bead like that, all the way round. And at that point, you can start popping some screws in. So we're just going to go in a crisscross opposite pattern. So there we go, guys, all buttoned down. The first one took me about 15 minutes. The second one took me about 10 minutes. And I think I've got this down to about 5 minutes per wheel now. You do need to take your time. So if you were wondering, you didn't see me vent the tyre, it's because it's a vented wheel. But what I have done is I vented the front in the hopes that that will make the front act a little bit softer. So let's get them on the vehicle. What? And you do know I was enjoying that, don't you? I mean, I was actually enjoying that. I don't really care. What am I actually paying you for here? What do you mean paying me? Nobody's paying me anything. I pay for most of the stuff myself. I mean, INJORA sent me these bits, but I pay for the car. But I pay for everything. I mean, you know this bit where you're doing all the clip cut to the beat or whatever. I was quite enjoying that. Oh, well, I'm glad you was enjoying it. Have you any idea how long that stuff takes? I've got a bloody review to do here. I don't want to be here clipping. Let's get on with a bloody review. And if you guys want to help me have more time to do this, please have a go in my raffle. It's down there. It'll help support the channel, and it means I'll have more time to do the clippy bits. You're such a sellout. INJORA sent me stuff. You should be ashamed of yourself. You should. I hope you guys don't mind me having a little bit of fun in these videos. I just wanted to take this opportunity to say thank you. 950 subscribers a few days ago. We're almost at 1,000, which means I can get monetised to make about £4 a week on YouTube at this stage of the thing that I'm doing here. And I couldn't have done that without you guys. And I also wanted to take this opportunity to let you know this isn't a sponsored video, but INJORA did send me the stuff, and I don't want there to ever be any conflict of interest stuff going on behind the scenes. I want to be open and honest when a company has sent me stuff, but you have my word that I won't tell you good stuff about the things that I'm receiving unless there's good things to say. I either won't make the video or I will talk about the problems that I feel that I've had during the video with that item. So I just want to get that up front. You can support us and keep us honest by having a go in the raffle. There's a PayPal link downside if you want to buy me a coffee. That would be very much appreciated. Thank you for that. I'm going to get back on with this video, but I just really wanted to say thank you. Thank you so much for supporting the channel and for supporting me and my family in this, whatever this is, the RC family. So to say that I was frustrated by this rock on the day would be a bit of an understatement. I could tell that the INJORA XHX pin had got enough grip. And I did actually say in the video I felt like that I was actually testing the limitations of the vehicle, not the XHX pins. I'm going to call them the X pins for now, or the XH pins. So I didn't want to just, you know, have a couple of goes and then walk away from this object onto the next one, because I really did feel if I found the right line, that this vehicle would do it. As you can see, I'm trying everything, plenty of wiggles of the steering and stuff, and looking for different routes up onto this. And quite typically, the camera loses track of the vehicle, and just after this falling over, actually, the camera loses track of the vehicle, and then it just pulls itself straight up. Of course, once I'd found the line, it was pretty easy to repeat. So I guess you could say we're off to a good start with the XHX. And things are looking a lot better over here. This is definitely one of those sort of tyres that benefits from you slowing things down. We've made much better pulls over on the impossible line. I'm doing speech quotation marks there, quote unquote, I should say. Oh, that's nice. The extra wheel height. Whoops, didn't mean to quite pop that up there. There we go. We just pull it. Yeah, the extra height in the wheel. Really enabling the truck to outperform its previous visits here. And those rainbow ModuWheels looking fantastic in the light of day here. So I'm guessing we've lost some of our incredible side hill, but let's just take a little look at that to see what's actually happened. We are running the INJORA brass in the wheels here, so that will definitely be helping. You know what, guys, that's not bad. Let's get up here on that corner where we do the thing, and we'll do the thing. The torque twist in this design is plaguing us a little bit, but we're still managing to do some of the things. Right, let's get on to the steps. So this is one of the spots I am expecting to see gains. Our pull on this corner here should definitely be improved. So before we had to realign ourselves because that back right wheel was pulling us right off of the ledge. Having the bigger wheel tyre combo is definitely helping with that. Let's see how it walks up this corner. Right, I'm going to get you another shot of that, guys, so you can see this rear wheel of the vehicle. See if we can just back down and then drive straight back up. That is so much better. So it's no surprise the 1.3s are going to do better than the 1.0s on crawls like this. But the thing to remember is that there are places that you can take the 1.0 wheel setup that you can't run these. Like certain competitions, certain types of competitions will only let you run the 1.0 wheels, whereas these 1.3s would go on the higher class competition rigs, like the more LCG comp style rigs. Let's try a little bit more of an exotic entrance just to see how we cope with that. It's nice to watch the vehicle do what it does. The reason I drive super slow when I'm doing this, guys, is because when I'm reviewing the footage, I can make some other assessments with regards to what the vehicle did on the day. I think it's really important to assess all of the things, and to be able to do it in slow motion is obviously beneficial when I'm trying to work out what's working and what's not. Oh, look at the servo throwing the back end round, but it just doesn't care. Nice. One of the things, did you see that? Well, I was just going to talk about it. One of the things that I don't like about the Evo Pro brushes, and it's not just the brushless version, it's all of the Evo Pros, is the lash that you get in the gearbox. Well, not just in the gearbox, but in the entire transmission. See if I can just repeat that for you guys. It will surge forward at a point here. Did you see it there, look? So, look, all of that is play in the drive chain. If you can, you want to try and shoot that out of your truck before you descend, because you do not want that at the top of a descent or in the middle, because it will just shoot you down and you won't have control. But once you've shot it out, it sticks. So we're going overly slow there just so we can see everything that's going on, guys. But as you can see, no problem at all with that descent. He's being ever so good. There's a toy car that moves on its own right in front of him, and he's not touching it. So this really looks close. This vehicle definitely needs some weight low down. I think the XHX have got everything it needs to do this, but the vehicle just needs a little bit of extra weight. And I'm sure if we mess about here for a sec, we'll get it. There it is. So there is a way up there, but I think, oh, for some reason the camera lost it. On the one time it did it. It's all right, babe. It's all right. It's okay, darling. You can do the thing, yeah.
Okay, Daddy's doing YouTube stuff.
Such a difficult thing for a 2-year-old. This is just 2. And there's a toy car that moves on its own, and there's a camera, gimbal. So I'm just trying to repeat it for the camera guys, just to show you how we got that pull just there. So we can get it with these in the current configuration. There it is. But
Yay, well done.
I think with the weight that you're supposed to be able to purchase, that I can't seem to find anywhere for the CR18p, I think it would just drive straight up this. These XHX pins have got a ton of grip. Go on then, you was doing really well. Wow, good job, buddy. I see it go up there, look.
Yay!
Yay! Oh, what do you think of the XHX pins?
He's steering.
Well, good job. Well, there you go, that's how good they are. A 2-year-old can conquer all the difficult stuff. We're not getting a ton of steering because of how hard the rear tyre's driving. This is where the overdrive and underdrive's really going to help this rig. I'm just shutting up for a minute because I don't want to jinx it. Yeah, this is really all about the weight. At this point, we're almost not testing the tyre. What we're doing is finding the limitations of the rig, if that makes sense. Right. Okay, guys, I'm not going to waste too much time trying to get up here. I can hear my little one having fun behind me. And we've still got a couple of obstacles to check out before we call this one. Oh, that's a really nice pull on that corner, guys. If we can stick it. Oh, I got excited and pulled the throttle. Right, let's move on to the next obstacle. This is kind of the one that I have the most high hopes for. This is where I expect to see the most improvement. So I'm just going to drive straight at it. As you know, if you've watched the other videos, we can't just pull straight. You can see it's really trying. Just a little bit. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, thank goodness. It really struggled on the 1 inch with the S5 comp tyres on it. The 1 inch S5 crawler tyre. Yeah. It's only 0.3 of an inch, but it really makes the difference for trying to brake over at the point of the wheel with obstacles like this. And we really do seem to be benefiting from the low speed for completing this sort of move. There she goes. Engaging a little bit of side pin seems to be the golden ticket for this particular obstacle, but let me tell you that there is a limited amount of grip on this log. And I actually discovered in a recent video, which you may or may not have seen yet, depending on when this goes out, this log actually performs better with the S5 compound when it's wet. So that particular step there I don't know whether you can see it on the camera, but it's actually, this is actually a lot steeper than this one. Let's move it down, if the camera will follow us. Let's move it down and we'll try. This step here is a much steeper one as well. Let's get the camera focused and see if we can pull the steep steps at the bottom. These ones, for some reason, whoever was chainsawing this into life decided to just make the little ones a little bit steeper. I know it probably wasn't a decision, right? It was just a case of I'm making this obstacle for the kids with a chainsaw. And a chainsaw is a bit of a blunt instrument, isn't it? Well, I mean, it's not a blunt instrument, but you know what I mean. It's a hammer to knock in a pin, a sledgehammer to knock in a nail, kind of thing. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Yeah. What an improvement. Well, I'll tell you, I'm really pleased with the result there. The XHX pins didn't disappoint me here. I was really worried that this was going to be its nemesis, the gatekeeper. And as you can see there, it just manages to pull these. And it feels like the grip's improved. We've dusted the wheels off a little bit. It actually feels like they've improved there, and it now seems to be going up these with absolutely not a care. Thank you very much for getting all this way through the video. You are my people and I appreciate you. We're going to do the summary, but first of all, there's about 85% of the people that watch my videos that aren't subscribed, so please hit that button down there. It really helps the channel out. So we were out with the CR18p Pro Evo Brushless edition, which is a bit of a mouthful, and we had the INJORA XHX on the ModuWheels with brass rings and the foam insert. So proper YouTube. Look, I've got some notes. So I think for flash, that's what I've called this one. I think for flash the foams are a little bit too firm. It could kind of do with the INJORA yellows, the silicone inserts in there for flash, or a dedicated 3D printed insert. One of the broadbassy inserts would be ideal. I'm sorry if you can hear my little one in the background. We are the RC family. So yeah, I think it could probably do with the yellows in there or a dedicated insert. The side hill was actually surprisingly good, and it's my guess that having the 1.3 wheels means that there is lots less tyre for problems to happen with. So that definitely works. One of the things that I forgot to mention was the things that I would like. Brass portals, wheel weights, trying to get all that weight nice and low down, and I would like brass lower links and steel drive shafts. One of the things with this that I've had to fix is that out of the box the drive shafts are too long, so when you push one end like this, it raises the other end. It kind of does a little seesaw where they're too long. So that is definitely something that you need sorting if you've got one of these CR18p Pro Evo Brushless editions. I believe it's the same on a standard Pro Evo as well. And if they do them, I would like some brass portal covers and overdrive. Now I think I did brush over that quickly in the video, but that is something that I thought would be worth mentioning. So back to me where I was in the video just now. They definitely improved. Oh, these are the Klingons. These are actually coming up in a video shortly as well. We're going to do the Klingons very shortly, so watch out for that. But they did improve. The grip profile definitely came into its own once we'd got that mould release compound off of the tyres that you get on them. I have on these, and I would vent them. definitely. I did notice that the vented tyres seem to be performing a lot better, and they are all vented now. So if you do see them in a future video, they will be fully vented. And I probably will visit these, not these, the Klingons, the XHX with a softer insert at some point. There are links to everything that I use in the description below the video. If you use the links, it costs you no more, but it really helps the channel out. I've got links to tools, tyres, wheels, everything that's gone on in some of my builds. Anything that I think you might find useful that got a thumbs up for me is down there. And that's it. So again, I really do want to show my appreciation. We just hit 950 subscribers. I think I already said that in part of the video. I hope you enjoyed this one, guys. I tried to do something a little out of the box with this one. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. I will see you all in the next one. And remember, guys, no matter the question, love is always the answer. Bye for now.